The universe appears calm when viewed from Earth, a vast and silent expanse of stars that seem distant and harmless. But this sense of safety is an illusion, shaped by scale and ignorance. Beyond our atmosphere lies a cosmos, governed by forces so powerful and indifferent that entire worlds can be erased without warning. Stars explode and yet refuse to die. Galaxies hunt and consume one another. Invisible objects drift through the darkness with the power to unravel solar systems. These are not speculative theories or distant possibilities. They are real phenomena observed by modern astronomy. What makes them unsettling is not just their destructive potential, but the fact that they obey no moral logic and offer no mercy. They simply exist. To explore these cosmic threats is to confront an uncomfortable truth. Life survives not because the universe protects it, but because, for now, it has been overlooked. Zombie stars. For centuries, astronomers believed stellar death was absolute. A star burns its fuel, collapses, explodes, and whatever remains is either a neutron star, a black hole, or nothing at all. That certainty shattered when scientists observed a rare class of explosions known as Type Ia-X supernovae. In these events, a white dwarf star partially detonates, but does not fully die. Instead of being torn apart, a scorched stellar core survives the blast. These zombie stars endure a thermonuclear explosion powerful enough to rival entire galaxies, yet continue to shine afterward, altered but alive. The leading explanation suggests the explosion becomes asymmetrical, ejecting matter in one direction while sparing the rest of the star. What's most unsettling is that these aren't freak accidents. Astronomers now believe a significant fraction of supernovae once thought to be total annihilations may actually leave survivors behind. Stellar death, it seems, is not always final. Even in the cosmos, some things refuse to stay dead. Galactic cannibalism. Our Milky Way is not the serene spiral we imagine. It is a predator. Throughout its history, it has grown by tearing apart smaller galaxies and absorbing their stars, gas, and dark matter. This process, known as galactic cannibalism, is not ancient history. It is happening right now as the Milky Way consumes the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, stretching it into long stellar streams that wrap around our sky. These stars are refugees from worlds that no longer exist, identifiable by their strange chemical fingerprints and unnatural orbits. Entire galactic ecosystems, billions of stars, potentially millions of habitable planets, have been erased and assimilated. In billions of years, the Milky Way itself will merge with Andromeda, destroying both galaxies' identities forever. Galactic cannibalism is not explosive or dramatic. It is slow, silent, and total. A reminder that even galaxies are not permanent structures, only temporary survivors in a universe that rewards size and gravity. Rogue black holes. Not all black holes remain anchored to the centers of galaxies. Some are violently expelled at birth, launched into interstellar space by asymmetrical supernova explosions. These rogue black holes wander the galaxy alone, completely invisible unless they pass in front of a distant star and reveal themselves through gravitational lensing. Astronomers confirmed their existence only recently, but estimates suggest there may be tens of millions drifting through the Milky Way right now. Their paths are unpredictable. A rogue black hole does not need to collide with a planet to cause devastation. Passing through a star system could destabilize orbits, trigger comet storms, or tear planets from their suns. The most disturbing aspect is their silence. They emit no light, no warning, no signal of approach. They are cosmic predators moving through the dark, reminders that some of the most dangerous forces in the universe cannot be seen, only felt, often far too late. Solar superflares. The sun is often seen as stable and predictable, a constant presence that quietly sustains life on Earth. But beneath that calm exterior lies the capacity for planetary-scale destruction. Evidence preserved in ancient tree rings and ice cores reveals that around the year 774 CE, Earth was struck by a solar event far more powerful than anything recorded in modern history. These solar superflares release unimaginable amounts of energy in a matter of minutes, capable of overwhelming Earth's magnetic field. A direct hit today would cripple satellites, erase power grids, and permanently damage global communications. Entire continents could be plunged into technological darkness within hours. What makes these events truly terrifying is their inevitability. Similar superflares appear to occur on sun-like stars across the galaxy, and Earth shows signs of being struck every few centuries. We cannot prevent them, and we would have only hours of warning. Civilization itself rests on a fragile assumption, that the sun will remain quiet. Magnetars. Among the most extreme objects ever discovered, Magnetars are neutron stars twisted into weapons of pure physics. Born from the collapsed cores of massive stars, they compress more mass than the Sun into a sphere barely 20 kilometers wide. Their magnetic fields are the strongest known in the universe, so powerful they distort atomic structure itself. From vast distances, a magnetar could erase magnetic data and disrupt electronics. From close range, its field would tear matter apart at the molecular level. In 2004, a magnetar eruption from across the galaxy briefly altered Earth's upper atmosphere, releasing more energy in a fraction of a second than the Sun produces in thousands of years. These eruptions are unpredictable, triggered by starquakes in the magnetar's rigid crust. Though rare, magnetars remind us that nature can produce forces so intense that mere proximity becomes lethal. Survival near one is not a matter of technology, but distance. The Boötes Void. In a universe filled with galaxies, filaments, and glowing matter, the Boötes Void stands as an unsettling exception. Discovered in the early 1980s, this vast region of space spans roughly 330 million light-years and contains almost nothing. Where thousands of galaxies should exist, only a handful can be found. Unlike typical cosmic voids, which still contain scattered matter, the Boötes Void is nearly empty, an enormous spherical absence carved into the fabric of the universe. Its shape and scale challenge conventional models of cosmic evolution. Some explanations suggest it formed from the merging of smaller voids, but these theories struggle to explain its extreme emptiness. If our galaxy were located inside this region, humanity might have believed the universe was barren and lifeless for most of its history. The Boötes Void is a reminder that the universe is not only defined by what exists, but also by what is missing. Quasars. Quasars are the universe's most powerful, long-lasting engines of destruction. At their core lies a supermassive black hole, billions of times more massive than the Sun, consuming surrounding matter at an extraordinary rate. As this material spirals inward, it forms an accretion disk heated to millions of degrees, releasing more energy than entire galaxies. Some quasars generate narrow relativistic jets, focused beams of radiation and particles traveling near the speed of light that extend for millions of light years. Anything caught in their path would be sterilized instantly. Though most quasars existed in the early universe, some remain active today, relatively close in cosmic terms. If a quasar were to ignite at the center of the Milky Way, Earth would not need to be struck directly to suffer consequences. A slight misalignment could still flood the galaxy with lethal radiation. Quasars demonstrate that black holes are not merely destroyers, they are cosmic furnaces capable of reshaping the universe itself. Gamma-ray bursts. Gamma-ray bursts are the most violent explosions known since the birth of the universe. Lasting only seconds, they release more energy than the Sun will emit over its entire lifetime. These events occur when massive stars collapse into black holes or when neutron stars collide, producing narrow beams of gamma radiation that slice through space like cosmic blades. If one of these beams were aimed at Earth from within our galaxy, it would devastate the planet. The ozone layer would be destroyed, oceans irradiated, and surface life pushed toward extinction within days. Evidence suggests that mass extinction events in Earth's distant past may have been triggered by such bursts. In 2022, astronomers detected the most powerful gamma-ray burst ever recorded, bright enough to affect Earth despite originating billions of light-years away. Gamma-ray bursts are reminders that extinction can arrive without warning, not from nearby stars, but from across the cosmos. The Great Attractor. Something enormous is pulling our galaxy through space, and we cannot see it. This mysterious force, known as the Great Attractor, is dragging the Milky Way and hundreds of thousands of neighboring galaxies toward a single region at millions of kilometers per hour. The source lies behind the dense dust of our own galaxy, hidden in a region called the Zone of Avoidance, where visible light cannot penetrate. Astronomers detect its presence only through its gravitational influence, observing how galaxies move unnaturally toward the same point. Infrared observations suggest a massive concentration of galaxy clusters, yet even that may not fully explain the strength of the pull. The unsettling truth is that our galaxy is not freely drifting through the universe. It is being drawn toward something vast and unseen. We are moving toward a destination we cannot observe, guided only by gravity's silent command. Dark flow. On the largest scales imaginable, the universe is supposed to be uniform, with no preferred direction and no hidden currents guiding its motion. Yet observations suggest otherwise. Astronomers studying the movement of massive galaxy clusters discovered that hundreds of them appear to be drifting in the same direction at extraordinary speeds, as if pulled by something far beyond what we can observe. This phenomenon, known as dark flow, defies the foundational assumptions of modern cosmology. The source of this motion seems to lie beyond the observable universe itself, outside the cosmic horizon where no information should be able to reach us. If dark flow is real, it implies that forces or structures exist beyond the limits of our universe, influencing everything within it. Entire galaxy clusters may be responding to gravity from regions forever hidden from view. Dark flow challenges the idea that our universe is a closed system, suggesting instead that it may be only a small part of something vastly larger. These 10 phenomena reveal a universe that is not designed for comfort or permanence. From stars that refuse to die, to forces that reach across billions of light years, the cosmos operates on scales that render human concerns almost irrelevant. Life exists here not because the universe is gentle, but because it is temporarily quiet. At any moment, events far beyond our control could reshape or erase entire worlds without intention or warning. Yet, within this vast indifference lies a deeper truth. The same universe capable of unimaginable destruction also allows complexity, curiosity, and awareness to emerge. To understand these cosmic threats is not to surrender to fear, but to recognize our true position in the universe, fragile, fleeting, and extraordinarily rare. In a cosmos that owes us nothing, the fact that we can observe it at all may be the most remarkable phenomenon of all.